Welcome back to Story Time, where we turn pages into peaceful moments and stories into soulful lessons. Tonight, we're diving into something so simple, yet so powerful. Something your body desperately craves, but often doesn't get enough of. Sleep. And not just more sleep, but smarter sleep. Let's journey through the eye-opening pages of Sleep Smarter by Shawn Stevenson, a science-backed guide to sleeping deeply, waking fully, and living vibrantly.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're tackling something truly fundamental. It impacts everything, really.
Yeah.
Sleep. We've been digging into Shawn Stevenson's The Sleep Smarter playbook, and honestly, it's just packed with insights. Yeah, Stevenson's a major voice in health and wellness. His whole thing is about working with our body's natural clocks to sleep better, without reaching for pills. So our mission today, to pull out the absolute key takeaways, the really practical stuff from his, 21 strategies to boost sleep naturally. Okay, let's unpack this.
It's fascinating, isn't it, how sleep is so often the missing piece. It's just fundamental, but we tend to push it aside.
That's such a good point. And Stevenson, he really drives that home right away. Calls sleep the secret weapon of health.
Mm-hmm.
He basically says, look, you just can't be truly healthy if you're sleep deprived. But it still feels like a nice to have for so many, not essential. Why do you think that disconnect happens?
That's a really important question. I think, well, if we look at the bigger picture, Stevenson connects sleep not just to feeling rested, but to actively preventing issues and optimizing everything. It's not just recovery, it's building resilience. Sleep touches your brain, your heart, metabolism, even like how you handle emotions or make decisions. It's this massive impact we often trade for, quote, more productive time.
Right. And he makes this critical point. Even if you totally nail your diet, you exercise like crazy, poor sleep can just, sabotage everything.
Exactly.
You eat perfectly, run miles, but if sleep's off, you're kind of fighting an uphill battle, aren't you? So what does this really mean for someone trying to get healthier?
It means sleep has to be the foundation, like the literal cornerstone of your health plan, not something you tack on if you have time. It's the base that lets all the other good stuff, the diet, the exercise, actually work. Without solid sleep, you're building on shaky ground.
Okay, so if it's that vital, how do we actually get better sleep? Stevenson kicks off with something maybe deceptively simple. Consistency is king. He argues that sticking to the same bedtime and wake-up time every single day, and yeah, that means weekends too, is just one of the biggest levers for great sleep.
And this really brings up a key point. How many of us genuinely respect our body's internal clock, that circadian rhythm? Consistency is just crucial because your body runs on this natural rhythm, keeping it stable. It's like fine-tuning this ancient biological system that modern life has totally thrown off kilter. That's how you get that deep quality sleep and energy that lasts.
So our internal clock needs that stability. What about signals from the outside? Stevenson really emphasizes light. Control your light exposure, he says.
Absolutely. And there are sort of two sides to this coin working together. First, get sunlight during the day. Especially morning sunlight. It actually primes your body to produce melatonin properly later on. And second, this is a tough one for a lot of us, cut down on blue light from screens at night, phones, laptops, TVs. That light tricks your brain. It thinks it's still daytime, so it holds off on making you sleepy.
Like our devices are telling our brains it's always time to be awake.
Pretty much. Yeah, even when it should be shutting down.
That makes sense. Okay, beyond light, what about the actual room? Stevenson talks about creating a sleep sanctuary.
Right, and he gives really specific, actionable advice here. Turn your bedroom into a space that screams rest. So keep it cool, ideally somewhere between, 60 and 67 Fahrenheit. That's about 15 to 19 Celsius.
That sounds quite cool.
It does, but it helps. And make it dark, really dark. Blackout curtains, maybe a sleep mask. Keep it quiet. White noise can help if you need it. And importantly, get the electronics out. No TVs, no phones by the bed, not even little blinking lights from chargers. The idea, Stevenson stresses, is that your bedroom should feel like a haven, not your office or your movie theater. I remember trying the cool, dark, quiet thing myself. Felt a bit extreme at first, but waking up feeling genuinely refreshed. That sold me. It really works.
Interesting. And our brains aren't just idle when we sleep, right? Stevenson gets into this with brain detox and memory.
Yeah, it's amazing stuff. During deep sleep, your brain basically goes into this cleaning cycle. It clears out metabolic waste, toxins that build up during the day, and it consolidates memories, strengthening the important ones.
Wow, so if you don't get that deep sleep.
Exactly. Connect that to your daily life. Poor sleep directly hits your focus, your creativity, even how emotionally resilient you are. Stevenson uses that example. Just one bad night can make you feel foggy, irritable, totally unmotivated. Your brain literally missed its cleaning shift.
And you definitely feel it the next day. So how do we ease our brains into that state? Stevenson emphasizes evening rituals matter, that gradual wind down.
Yes, it's about signaling the transition. He suggests simple, calming things. Maybe read a physical book, not a screen. Do some light stretching. A warm shower or bath can help. Or practices like gratitude journaling or a short meditation. The key is doing something similar each night. It becomes a cue. It tells your brain, okay, time to power down. It's like conditioning yourself for rest.
Makes sense. It's not just about the hour before bed, though. He also digs into how what you eat affects how you sleep. What we do during the day matters, too.
Definitely. Some key nutritional points from Stevenson. Try to avoid big, heavy meals too close to bedtime. That digestion process can interfere with sleep. And the big one, no caffeine after 2 p.m. Seriously, people really underestimate how long it lingers. He also suggests things like foods rich in magnesium or tryptophan, think nuts, seeds, turkey, bananas. They can naturally support sleep pathways. And yeah, stay hydrated during the day, but maybe ease up on fluids late in the evening so you're not waking up constantly.
Right, the midnight bathroom trips.
Yeah.
Okay, what about movement? Move more to sleep better.
Yes, exercise is fantastic for regulating that internal clock and promoting deeper sleep. But the timing is key. Exercising too close to bedtime can actually energize you, make it harder to fall asleep. So maybe a brisk walk in the morning light we talked about, or a workout earlier in the day. That tends to set you up for better sleep that night. It's about finding that sweet spot.
Got it. So we talked about building good habits. What about the things we need to actively stop doing? Stevenson calls these sleep saboteurs.
Right, the things that actively undermine all your good efforts. He lists several common culprits. Alcohol is a big one. It might make you drowsy initially, sure, but it fragments your sleep later on, especially disrupting that crucial REM stage. That's where memory consolidation and dreaming happen.
So nightcap actually backfires.
Totally. Then there's sugar. Causes blood sugar spikes and crashes, which can literally jolt you awake. Noise pollution, too. Even low-level background noise you think you're used to can disrupt sleep cycles without you even knowing it. And of course, the late-night scrolling we mentioned. It overstimulates your mind right when it should be calming down. Plus the blue light issue. Stevenson's advice is clear. Try to minimize or avoid these things for genuinely better sleep.
Okay, so putting this all together, Stevenson's core message really seems to be sleep smarter, live smarter. It feels like when you finally prioritize sleep, it's not just about feeling less tired, it optimizes everything else. You think more clearly, you feel emotionally balanced, you perform better physically, you just live more fully. It really does sound like a secret weapon that's been right there all along.
It really is, and I think what's crucial, and Stevenson emphasizes this, is aiming for intentionality, not perfection. You don't have to overhaul everything overnight. It's not about being perfect from day one. It's about making intentional choices. Start small. Pick one thing from our chat today. Maybe it's just putting the phone away 30 minutes earlier.
Yeah.
Then maybe add another small change next week. Build that momentum. Soon enough, that consistency builds, and sleep really can become one of your biggest strengths, a true asset.
That's a great way to frame it. Intentional steps, not impossible standards.
And so, as you rest tonight, remember this. Every great day starts the night before. Here at Storytime, we believe that a good story ends with peace, and a good life begins with sleep. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe to Storytime and share this with someone who could use a little more rest and a lot more peace. Until next time, close your eyes, breathe deeply, and sleep smarter.